As of now, I am 132 years old. You see, I'm a newspaper man to the very core. Printer's ink flows through my veins. For it is the right of every great citizen in the great Republic of America to be told what is going on about them. And it is a sacred duty of my newspaper to tell it to them. It all began in 1910.
A new century dawns. United States leads world in industry. Thanks, orphans, grateful Americans say.
Yes, Americans are on top of the world.
USA! USA!
And a heartfelt gratitude of a nation is being extended daily towards the world's orphans, who are helping turn the wheels of progress with their tiny hands. These tots do a splendid job. 3 years ago, I had to pay adult laborers $3 a week each. But the young ones will do the same work for a mere ladle of broth, and with nary a complaint.
I would like to stop coughing at night. I would like a family to love me. I used to have a dolly once, but she fell into the machine and it ate her. Just like it did my daddy.
Thanks again, orphans. Tuesday, April 16th, 1912. Extra, read all about it. World's largest metaphor hits iceberg, Titanic. Representation of man's ego sinks into North Atlantic. And stewards kindly ask third-class passengers to drown.
The standard rescue procedure is as follows. First, women and children of the first class. Then, gentlemen of the first class. Then, their pets. Then, potted palms, steamer trunks, and finally, the billiard tables. Then and only then will the second and third class passengers be respectfully accommodated.
Yeah, we had to ask the second and third class passengers to, consider drowning this year. So that the rescue procedure could run more smoothly overall. Third class passengers. I only wish I could remember more of the 20th century. It all starts to get a little hazy after 1912. But I've been assured that it was quite eventful. Throughout history, satire has become one of our greatest forms of literature, often using pure fiction to make a point. Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels, George Orwell's Animal Farm, and most recently Hillary Clinton's Living History. The Onion is a satirical newspaper that serves as political commentary with a cynical twist. According to ABC News, if the New York Times is the Super Bowl, The Onion is post-game analysis. It's there to make you laugh and hopefully even help you understand the world around you a little better. If by the end of this piece there is someone I have not offended, I beg your pardon. The Onion presents Our Dumb Century by Scott Dikkers et al. It is with a tremendous sense of pride and accomplishment that I look back over this great 20th century of ours. Well, a lot of things happened. For example, there were several wars in Europe. The damn Europeans with their leather short pants and their wooden shoes and the keeping of the billy goats on top of the houses. Wednesday, August 5th, 1914. War declared by all. Austria declares war on Serbia, declares war on France, declares war on Germany, declares war on Britain, and an area drunkard declares war on Ireland. I'll lick them all to death. Those filthy potato-eating peppers they are. But the U.S. will only watch. October 22nd, 1929. Stock market invincible. Experts advise buy. Hoover promises an airplane in every garage by 1935. Furthermore, I have submitted a proposal to Congress which states all of our nation's streets will be paved in diamonds. October 29th, 1929. Stock market crashes. Millions thrust into desperate poverty. Analysts report a 4,000% rise in suicide rate. December 6, 1933. Stalin announces his 5-year Everybody Dies plan. This is a plan that can work. Whether by government-backed murder, war, starvation, or disease, the people of the Soviet Union are very good at dying. September 9th, 1939. War. Hitler invades Greece, Yugoslavia, Luxembourg. But not Ireland. Lick 'em all. Sunday, February 11th, 1945. Hitler commits suicide. Therapists say the ravaging of Europe was a desperate cry for help. This is classic attention-seeking behavior. If we had only known how much he was hurting on the inside. Wednesday, August 5th, 1945. War over. After my father's death in the war, I assumed editorship of the newspaper. I moved the operations to an industrial metropolis that invigorated the spirit, but smelled of rancid cow. July 19th, 1950. Everything's nifty. Swellness in America is at an all-time high.
Oh, everything's swell. Real swell.
Our kids are getting all A's on their tests. I'm cooking more delicious meatloaf.
We're not just okie dokie. We're super duper okie dokie.
This just in. Boy-girl malt sharing is at an all-time high. Wanton promiscuous exchange of saliva. Rampant at nation's soda fountains. Gee whiz, every time you turn around, there's some old coot telling you something that you can't do. I don't like drinking separate malts when I'm on a hot date. And in the heat of the moment, I don't always think about safety. I'm gonna go ahead and share the malt. U.S. officials at the Department of Health are warning teens that if they do share malt with their date, they're also sharing a malt with all their other dates' previous malt sharing. August 12th, 1953. Pentagon develops A-bomb resistant desk. School children are now safe from atomic. If I see the flash of the A-bomb, well, I just duck and cover. Good for you, Rolly. Good for you. November 22nd, 1963. Kennedy slain by CIA, Mafia, Teamsters, Freemasons, LBJ, Castro. President shot 129 times from 43 different angles. Yes, it was a complex and changing world. So I decided to modernize my newspaper a bit with actors and actresses and celebrated public personages. 1965, the Beatles. 1 million girls stricken in Beatlemania epidemic. U.S. officials are warning against strong doses of John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Screaming and pulling out hair are said to be the chief symptoms of disease. August 17th, 1977. Elvis dead. Is Elvis alive? You know. The fact that he wasn't breathing and that his body was cold and colorless and they found huge amounts of heroin and alcohol in his system led me to wonder, could he be alive? July 8th, 1988. Michael Jackson undergoes complete blackendectomy. The experimental deblackification procedure includes the bleaching, blending, and hue homogenization of Jackson's entire epidermis, transforming him into, well, a stark white girl. Stark white girl. October 11th, 1998. Hit me, baby, one more time. headed towards the Earth. This is the 20th century. Signing off. As I look back, I realize that these were the golden years of the Onion. It successfully captured and conveyed the human voice. And it still thrives to this very day. And to it, my dear friends, you are welcome.